Welcome to Wesley's Weekly Wine. Fuck. I say fuck at the start because I want to make it clear some things aren't ever meant for kids. I'm going to put two girls, one cup right ahead in that category. If your kid is on the internet looking at porn, you failed as a parent. Now, I'm not just saying that as some angry, atheist, lefty, childless, inner city Melbourne wanker, though I am. I'm saying this because you fucked the hell up if your kids are seeing sex. Now look, I don't want to be raising your kids. I don't want my neighbours raising your kids. I want you raising your kids because I don't trust anyone else. How about this? Pop your computer in the living room. Right there, you can decide what they watch. Your choice. Your decision. You want to be a fucked up parent? Your business. If I need to be in charge of the computer in your living room, we have a problem. Because frankly, I don't give a damn what your kid sees. I think, personally, if you don't care enough about your kid to take an active interest in what they're searching for on the internet, if you're not taking an interest in the information that's helping them to grow, if you're not nurturing their mind, if you expect anyone else to shepherd the growth of your young sheep, maybe you really should have made alternative life choices. So we'll do a quick summary of this wine here. This is the sort of wine that makes rants. You're gonna grab a glass of wine, you take a sip, and it has that instant kick. There it is. That is the wine of anger. We've essentially, for the first time in our history, linked human beings instantaneously in their capacity to share ideas. What we've essentially done is taken the Forum of Athens and we've provided it to every single human being in every language imaginable. Every possible idea that can be shared or ever will be shared now can be shared instantaneously. This is the largest exchange of information ever. And what we're asking is who should be in charge of accessing the primary modes of distributing that information? Who controls the floodgates of the future of human consciousness? And that's what this is about at the end of the day. It's about if you take away somebody else's right to choose what they're involved in with their own body, this is one of the most fundamental assaults upon liberty you can muster and should be met with the most extreme resistance of the law. That's appropriate. But my question is whether the targeting that's used in determining what to block and what not to block is fundamentally focused on content that is people harming. That is, where people were harmed in its production. Human beings, you know what? Animals, cardboard boxes, other people's property. That's a concern that's legitimate. What we find overwhelmingly is what governments are interested in controlling are expressions of rights and liberty. They're after the websites of dissidents. So they're after people who are distributing information. They're after people who want to express and advocate for the rights of women, for the rights of minority groups, and for the rights of oppressed nationalities, sovereignties, and countries around the world, from Kosovo to Tibet. What we see are the oppressors in these situations, the oppressive countries and nations. Their governments are interested in preventing any websites that share information about dissent, about rights, and about liberties. We need to pick a different wine next time. A wine mistake has been made. It was never assumed that our bedrooms would be a domain into which the government would need enter. And why should it? No, that's not good. That's not going to be good tomorrow. So, at this point, I'm generally complaining about the fact that people who disagree with me are general fucktards of some description. But let's be frank. If you favour controlling what people say, you favour controlling what people say. Who are you? And what are you doing in a democratic country? What business do you have in a liberal Western nation? You do not have that right. At no point have you gained that right. At no point has anyone given you that authority or considered that authority necessary for you to have. What we say, what we think, what we draw, what we create, what we paint, what we produce as human beings is fundamentally and expression of the continually evolving and beautiful consciousness of a species that for millions of years, throughout so many forms and throughout 40,000 years of human struggle, has emerged stronger and more vibrant than ever before. If you think there is a human being out there so intelligent as to formulate an opinion that can't be countered by the collective consciousness, ethics, and history of our species, speaking nothing about philosophy, our art, even our religion, our law, then you've committed a grave offense against the sacred dignity of the species that is humanity, and against the rights and against the achievements that we can be rightly proud of, and you should be ashamed. Like, apparently, I have to actually complete the bottle of wine. I'm about done on internet censorship, though there are likely many points that I have overlooked and many facts that I've just probably frankly made up. I, for my part, am going to finish this glass of wine. I invite you to do the same.